Hello everyone, I am Akanksha Goyal, an electronics and communication engineer by qualification. Everything we do, build, or say is governed by physics. Understanding how the universe works gives us richer and immersive knowledge in life. In this video, we will learn motion in easy to understand language. The concept of motion is foundation of physics. Today's topics are motion, describing motion, and how to locate the position of an object. Let's start. First question arises, what is motion? In our daily life, we see lots of things moving around, be it birds flying in the sky, water flowing from the tap, cars moving from one place to another place, we breathe air, everything exhibit some kind of motion, be it slow or swift, but motion exists. So, we can define motion as an object changes its position with respect to time. With motion comes another term, that is rest. An object is said to be at rest if its position does not changes with time. Motion and rest both are relative terms. They require a point of reference to define them. To understand this point, let's take an example. Here the building is at stationary position. It does not change. That means it is at rest. Same goes for this tree right here. Right here. It is also at rest. The lady which we are seeing is moving from point A to position B, that is near the tree. That means the lady is moving with respect to building and the tree. So this goes in the category of motion. Now take another example. Let us assume we are sitting in a bus, then the co-passenger in the bus for us are at rest. But for a person outside, like this body, we are at moving position. So an object can be at rest also at motion at the same time. It changes just because of an reference point. Now to understand this, take one another example. Here the toy is on the table. For person on earth, it is at rest, but for a person on moon, it is moving. As earth is rotating around its axis, so does the object in the earth also rotate around. That's why for a person outside earth, it is on motion. Now comes how we describe motion. For describing motion, two different quantities are required, that are distance and displacement. First comes what is distance. The total path covered by an object in space to reach a final point from the initial point. Let us assume from here to here. This is A point, this is B point. So the total length covered by an object is called distance. Whereas for displacement, the shortest path used by an object to reach the final point is taken as the displacement. Now let us understand this with an example. Here point A is take point A is taken as initial point, whereas point B is taken as the final point where the object reaches following this path. So this path which it follow is the distance where the distance between the initial point and the final point is called displacement. So we can differentiate distance and displacement as distance is scalar whereas displacement is vector. Now what does scalar and vector means? Scalar mean the quantity which can only be measured, that is, it has only magnitude, no direction. But whereas displacement is the quantity which has magnitude as well as direction, that is, direction here is from point A to point B. While taking the distance, we just take initial and final point just as point, but for displacement, initial point and final point both matters. Distance can never be zero, but displacement can be zero, negative as well as positive. To understand this, the object start from point A, and after covering a path it reaches to point B, which is also at point A. That means initial point and final point both are at same place, same point. That means distance covered by an object is 2 pi r, whereas the displacement here is 0. Now comes the question how to locate the position of an object. To locate the position of an object, let us understand this with an example. Suppose you asked your relatives for the location of their house. They say it is far away. But this information is not complete. This information will not help you to find their house. So you ask for the landmark near their house. They say it is near a mall. So the reference point here is mall. But how much a distance it is from mall? It can be by the mall, it can be far away, that is maybe 3 kilometer, 5 kilometer away from the mall. So the second question arises, how much distance from the mall? You got the answer, 500 meter from the mall. Then you locate, there are various houses in the range of 500 meter from the mall. Now there comes the question, in which direction? So for finding the location you also need to have a sense of direction. You again ask in which direction? They say in north direction. Then you search in the north direction and you got to the location. And so you got your location, that is 500 meter away from the mall in the north direction. So you need three things for finding the location. First, reference point, that is the starting point. Second, distance from the reference point. Third, distance from the direction. I hope you got this from my explanation. Now comes the recap what we have learned in this video. We learned about motion, that is an object changes its position with respect to time is called in motion. For motion, two things are necessary, that is distance and displacement. Third, motion is observed and measured with a stationary point, that is we always require a reference point. Fourth, to locate a point, we need reference point, distance and direction from the reference point. I hope you enjoy my video, and for more understanding of motion in the upcoming videos, thank you. Stay safe and follow the COVID appropriate behavior. Thank you for watching.